Here's a clip from Tarabuster with Tara Devlin.
Bernie urged us not to bully anyone on social media. I guess that rules out crucifixion too, tarring and feathering. Come on, you got to give us something. Clearly that's being sarcastic, but who cares? We've crossed into the point of no return. The establishment, we're at the then they fight you part. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. It's the truth. We have the greatest shot that we've ever had. The real Democratic Party, the FDR Democratic Party, has a real shot of actually making this government of buying for the people, of restoring the middle class, of rebuilding it from the ashes of Reaganomics and Clintonomics. I hate to say it. But we're supposed to be fine. I'm so pissed off. How do they expect? I've been saying it forever. Of course, whoever's the Democrat, I'll vote for the Democrat. I feel like so angry right now that, of course, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Because I'm so pissed off at this point. But, yes, I'm equally pissed at Republicans. Republicans are horrible. But who? Where do you go? Where do you go when you're being attacked by all sides? By all we have the utter fascists, and then we have the fake ass Democrats who, what are they doing? They're not getting this upset about the Americans who aren't retiring. They are dividing and conquering us. They're trying to do it. Even this whole thing, every argument that they have against Medicare for all about unions, how, unions negotiated these amazing health benefits, but never bringing it to the people saying, well, wouldn't it be, as Bernie does, saying you need to take the power of life and death out of the hands of your employer, and doing what I continuously stress, and promoting Medicare for all as a patriotic imperative. So 14 million union members have good health care, but how many 40-something million Americans have nothing? But don't give a goddamn whit about those who have nothing. I got mine. This is what they promote. The DLC DNC. This because they like the access. They like the parties. They like the ivory tower. They have absolutely no idea what it's like to be out here struggling in the wake of their policies. Like the senator from MDMA. All of the results of their policies, stop and frisk, the kiss up, kick down assault that is relentless. And we're supposed to be like, okay, thank you, my lord. Can I have another? Of course, my lord. This is what they do. They think, where are we going to go? That's what it is. It's the same argument the Democratic Party, they used they used to justify their dismantling the union power of basically, with NAFTA and CAFTA. I'm sorry, I'm babbling. But you know what I mean? They used their argument was, where are they going to go? So when they assaulted unions, when Clinton hobbled unions by allowing businesses to send their jobs overseas, because that's the end of union power. Anytime you have a demand as a worker, you go into your boss and they say, well, you don't like it, lump it. We're sending these jobs to China. Take your scraps and love it. Take your crumbs and make a banquet out of it. That's the new labor movement. And so they're constantly, they're holding health care over the heads of the workers. Then that's unconscionable. It shouldn't be like that. We should disarm these mother effers. And guess what? If we get money out of politics on top of that, removing the oligarchy's ability to play with our health care, to hold that over us, then, watch how both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, all of the greed-centered ghouls will flee like roaches when the lights turned on. Oh, there I go, being abusive again. But it's okay to constantly abuse us, calling us bots, Bernie bros, calling me a bro, calling me, just completely invisibilizing me and every other woman. It's unbelievable. And now in Bloomberg's ads, there's a montage of headlines because, that proves it too. Are you being harassed by a Bernie bro or a Bernie bot? That's not even a negative thing against Bernie. That's saying, hey, there's bots. But they understand that perhaps the person who put this video together didn't, and of course Bloomberg doesn't give a shit, doesn't seem to get that this headline is clearly saying, hey, if you think you're being harassed by someone, you just may be harassed by a bot, and you're falling into the duped divide and conquer game that they're playing on us. So that's not even a negative headline against Bernie, but they're too stupid. They just want to show like boom, 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 a fast montage. So you'll be like, oh, it's true. They're horrible. Therefore, I can't vote for Bernie. He's just like Trump. He says the game is rigged, but it's not rigged, as you can tell by the fact that I'm working 3 uniquely American low-paying jobs and can't fucking retire. I'm telling you, I'm going to vote for Buttigieg because I like, I'm a moderate. When I am counting out my pennies because I had a sudden medical expense and I'm getting all my friends to tweet my GoFundMe page, I feel that I want somebody who's very moderate to represent me in the halls of the wine cave. Because he speaks 5 languages. He could screw me over in 5 languages. He can disregard the incredible upward immobility and record-breaking income disparity that destroyed the working class and turned the late great American middle class into the working poor. But hey, he can do it in 5 languages, or so he says. I don't know. Are you being harassed by a Bernie bro or a Bernie bot? I'm imagining that the person who put this video together thinks that a Bernie bot is another form of Bernie supporter. That's just like bop bop bop. I am a bot, or some kind of someone in a spell or something. Obviously they didn't do their research. Why would they? Because it's not about telling the truth. This is complete propaganda. Bernie's angry bros, New York Times. No, they don't have an axe to grind. The New York Times, who really took a stand when they endorsed two people for president, Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar. So you can have a moderate lose to Trump, or you can have someone who claims they're a progressive lose to Trump, but is clearly playing the game against her friend. That's why people sent her snake emojis, because she went around saying she's a friend of Bernie for so many years. I'm friends with Bernie. And then a year and a half after this private conversation, she came out disingenuously, in my opinion, saying how hurt she was when Bernie said something that nobody can prove because there was only 2 of them in the room. But those who, it's the same thing. Let's just run with it. We have an agenda. And let's hop on Bloomberg's bandwagon. Maybe he'll throw me some money. And this is why I say, please become a patron. Please support the show. I know that some Democrats don't like this show. They want me not. Oh, this isn't a circular firing squad. There's no circular firing squad when you're hanging by a thread. The entire country is slipping into oligarchy, and we have Democratic candidates that are so ambitious for their own personal gain that they're attacking the person and the movement that is trying to do something about it.
Tarabuster is recorded live every Saturday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern at the RDT Daily Facebook and YouTube channels, and rebroadcast on Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on Progressive Voices, or anytime on demand on the Progressive Voices app.